October 16th, 2025. Dear Diary, don't bother telling anyone. They won't believe you anyway. Okay, first things first. I need to give you a name. I bought you like 2 minutes ago along with a pen set, and I have to get this story out. Brenda is the first name that came to mind. I'm calling you Brenda. I escaped Derbyshire. I encountered many monsters. I died many times. I made otherworldly friends. Okay, wait. Before you think I'm insane, let me just collect my thoughts. Around 3 hours ago, I got on a plane. I'm currently at the north coast of Scotland, sitting down at the edge of the street as of writing. I was a prisoner. So there's this company called Derbyshire. It has a sort of site deep below sea level where the pressure of the water is equal to that of a swimming pool. I'm pretty sure I heard someone call it the lead fan zone, if I remember correctly. Right, this part will definitely make me sound crazy. So yesterday they retrieved me, together with many other prisoners. For myself, I put into a remote-controlled submarine, if I'm not mistaken. We got some vague explanation from the guards what we were supposed to be doing, but it wasn't very clear. On the submarine, I didn't see any crew on board, so being remote-controlled is a guess on my part. After that, I had a very long ride to the docks, where they then dropped me off. I then entered the dock, where I heard a voice over the intercom telling me my mission a bit more clearly. I was supposed to retrieve a crystal of sorts, collect loose assets, as they said, and then I'd be pardoned and receive money. I entered the supposed first door with an extreme feeling of tension building up. The environment looked very clean for a supposed container breach, actually. It was very sterile, with the main colors being white and dark blue from what I can remember. There were lockers in the rooms too, which all seemed to be empty, which was weird at first. Knowing that there was a container breach, I was basically ready for anything. What did they keep down there? Wolves? Bears? Bigfoot? An eldritch horror beyond our comprehension? Well, the latter did kind of turn out to be true, but I'm getting ahead of myself. After loading all of the jars in the first 10 rooms, the lights then flickered, from what I remember. I just breezed it off as a faulty environment, which was my first mistake. I then heard a very loud screeching noise approaching me, with the lights breaking. I looked behind me, but it was already too late. The next thing I remember is me waking up in front of... Okay, this was a bit hard to explain, so bear with me. A man with 3 blue eyes, 3 arms, a lamp, like that one of an anglerfish, and a lower fish body. I swear to God, I am not making this up, I saw this. He introduced himself as the Saboteur, also known as Sebastian. He told me, now get ready for this, that I died. I died. And presumably he was the one that brought me back to life too, although I'm not too sure. I died to something described as anger, which is a black cloud of smoke with a flattened image of a distorted anglerfish inside of it, facing anyone who views it at all times. God, it really does sound insane the way I'm describing it, but I know what I read. I know what I read. Sebastian gave me a classified document about what killed me each time that I died. Down there were also a few robots, or AIs, I guess. One was a corrupted painter robot of some kind. I'm pretty sure he was controlling some of the things down there too, as I've seen his face on the door number displays a few times. He was talking with Sebastian here and there. And then you have another robot, which I think is on Urban-Shade's side. Right. So I'm going to skip over a few details here and there because I want to have this done in time to see my family in Germany again. But some force allowed me to retry getting the crystal. I respawned in real life, if that makes sense. I died to many things, ranging from turrets to other Angus variants, to a big sea fish that I had to escape from with a water glider of sorts, to huge orange fish with lights for eyes that impelled me when I stepped into the lights, to what I thought was the same as the other anglers, but turned out to be a whole separate other thing. Right, I'm pretty sure the document said blandemonium or something like that. I don't remember, it doesn't matter. Basically, it tracks you down and forces you to physically hold the lumber shut because it rams its full weight against it. Do those things go yeah, doesn't matter. Point is, it was scary. Every time I died, I felt like my body was like ripped in half. Then suddenly jumping right awake at a different location. I never got used to that. So eventually, after like 100 doors and a certain number of attempts that I don't remember, I got to the crystal. I secured it in the container they gave me and continued on. The area that followed was so damn hard because the lights didn't flicker in there whenever an angler was approaching. First, I need to really take my time. Right, so eventually I did make it out of the site, somehow alive. And now I'm here writing this for you, for Brenda, for my diary, for anyone who wants to read this. I don't know what to do, but I guess I'll try to fit into civilization again. They told me they'd fabricate a cover-up story of sorts. They let me out unharmed, and they didn't kill me on the spot for knowing too much. So they better keep their goddamn promise. Alright. I'm gonna keep this diary with me at all times to show it to anyone.
Idiots.